Continuing with some Cards Franchise 2.0 action, we're going to go take a look around the league as teams start to finish up their first series of the season. We're going to stay on the East Coast for this video. We're going to head down south to Florida and Miami, where our cover athlete, Jazz Chisholm, and the Marlins take on the Mets. Close losses, but all losses. Doesn't help you facing Scherzer and Verlander to start. Marlins trying to avoid the sweep. Luzardo on the bump. Not a bad ERA record. Nice amount of hits there. See if he can get something going for Miami in this series. Runs into trouble in the first, getting the bases loaded, but gets Escobar to ground out. Gets out the first. Luzardo didn't have a bad game in this one. We'll talk about him a little bit later. For the Mets, a human, David Peterson. No offense, is not, terrible or anything. Just saying it's not Verlander or Scherzer, two future Hall of Famers pitching. See how he does. You can see Tommy Pham drives in a run on the single. So in the second, it looks like things are kind of trending the same way. The Mets taking an early lead. Miami would fight though. Jorge Soler blasting one out to left. They take not only their first lead of the game, their first lead of the season. Soler's first, as you can imagine. 2-run home run for him. It'd be his only hit of the day. He did have 3 strikeouts, but if you're going to get one hit, that's the way you do it right there. So 2-1 lead for Miami. They would add the hit machine, Garcia. Hits one down the third base line. That is going to be an RBI single. Add to the lead. Some 2-out magic. 3-1 Miami. Going to the 6th. Peterson out the game. Garcia. RBI ground out, but it still scores. 4-1. And Garcia, I feel like this is just his highlight today. Singles down the right field line, and guess what? That's going to score another one. 3 runs batted in by Garcia on the day. 5-1 Miami. Hitting it everywhere you need to hit it to get it through the infield. Down the third base line, down the first base line. Makes no difference to him. He just makes it happen. Nick, 3-0 count, bases loaded, bottom of the 8th. The easiest RBI you'll have, just standing there and taking 4 pitches. 6-1 game, and that would be the final score, 6-1 Miami. So for the Mets, McNeil, 2 hits, 2 bases on balls. Alonso and Ruff both K'd 3 times apiece. Peterson, rough outing, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 walks in 3 2/3 innings. For Miami, Garcia drives in 3 Jazz. A perfect day, 2 for 2 and 3 times walk. Luzardo, 5 innings, 6 hits, only 1 earned run allowed, 6 strikeouts. So Miami avoids the sweep as they win 6-1. We're going to head up north, head to the Bronx for the New York Yankees. Still think this is really cool, being able to see outside the ballpark. 1-1 to this point. You can see the Yankees with the shutout in game 2, lose game 1 with Cole on the mound. So seeing if they can bounce back in game 3. And they've got Severino on the mound. Be nice if he could stay healthy. We'll see what he does in this franchise. And let me tell you, this guy would have quite the day. Not the only pitcher that would. For San Francisco, Sean Manaea, from everyone's favorite fire cell, the Oakland A's. See what he does. So, jumping into some action here. The bottom of the first, Aaron Judge. 125 on the season, so 1 of 8. Well, that's not a home run, but that's going to be an extra base hit. We know Judge loves to hit those. Blasting one out to center field. a double, his first of the season. We'll take another look. If he can just shoot that a little further to the right, that's probably going to be a home run. So Judge picking up where he left off last season, hoping to start to get those extra base hits rolling in. I'm sure the Yankees would appreciate that. Glaber, how old? Seems like he's a vet now, wily vet. Hitting one down the line, that's going to plate two. 2 runs. They'll take it 2-0. New York. Harrison Bader shooting one out to the gap in right center, and you know he's got some speed. I'm well aware of it, at least as a Cardinal fan. Bader rolling into third base, his first triple of the season. It would not be his only hit. He did have 2 hits, a walk, and a stolen base, so super productive. Aaron Judge, the old-fashioned, the boring way of scoring runs. We'll just go with a single there. Judge pumped up, 4-0 New York. Severino rolling until we get to this point. Yastrzemski hitting one to the bullpen, 4-1. His first of the season. The Giants trying to make something happen. Severino to be pulled at that point, 12 Ks through 6 2/3. Haniger in the 9th. So Clay Holmes in, running into some trouble. Peterson with a double to lead off the inning. Haniger trading places, 4-2 game. Runners on the corners, Wade Jr. Extra base hit will tie it. It's a chopper to the shortstop, can't turn 2, just goes to first to get the out. So 4-3, RBI ground out on the fielder's choice. Yankees take Holmes out. They go with Scotty to try to get the last out to get out of the game. So Holmes not the best outing for him. Conforto up to bat 0-2 count. Good pitch to hit, floats down the middle, but that catch is going to be made out in center field. The Yankees win 4-3, so they improved to 2-1 on the season. 4 hits in total for the Giants. The one that we didn't see, or at least acknowledge, was the other hit by Haniger, a single. Manaea, not terrible, but not going to be good enough to get a win here. 8 hits over 5 innings. For the Yankees, Rizzo also want to throw him in there, 2 for 4 in this game, but Severino, 6 2/3, 12 strikeouts, 2 hits and an earned run. Holmes, 0.2 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs. Not the best outing for him. But at the end of the day, the Yankees hold on and get the dub. Keeping with the home is no place like home theme here, the Rays. 5-0 winners at home against the Tigers. Haas 1 for 2, 2 walks. All 4 hits that the Tigers had in this game were singles. So no extra base hits. Erod, 6 hits allowed over 5 innings, 3 runs. Isaac and Siri for the Rays, both driving in 2 runs. But the star of this game was Tyler Glasnow. His first one of the season, 8 innings, 3 hits, 16 strikeouts. What an outing for him. Well, hey, home teams all win in this video. Maybe the Cardinals could take the rubber match against the Blue Jays? See you next episode.